In the second part, I will go again and I will explain to you how the hypocrisy of people in general. I was asking, okay, they say, because I'm talking about the death of this young man, this young political activist. People say he deserved to die and karma because he promoted the gun. I have a question for people like that. I said earlier in the first video that if we remove all that, for example, it's just an example, we remove the weapon, tell me that there will never be crimes. Because crime exists for even before guns were created. Even before people created guns, crime exists. Okay? It means when I gave the example earlier, if someone can take stones. Stones is not a weapon, but can finish you. Someone can take poison. It can put a little bit of liquid in your. You saw that on TV. You finish. So if someone say, maybe for me, it's an example. I think that's what he meant. That it's better that people can still defend themselves. Because the police cannot be here. If you call the police, you saw that sometimes you call the police, they're not coming quickly. Sometimes you can call the police, you don't have guarantee that the police will be on time to save your life. If someone, for example, have his, I just try to analyze his thought, okay? I'm not saying anything. I analyze. And then he says, maybe it's better for them to have their weapon to protect themselves. It's a defense it's a legal right to protect yourself. I think that's what he meant. Maybe I'm wrong. And then you have crazy people out there, and then someone come to your home, you protect yourself. I don't know, but there is history related to this amendment, I think, in their country, in the American history. I don't know. But if someone tell me that because he promotes gun violence and he's dead of that, I think it's so hypocrite, because people that he promote the death of mass shooting, if you look, most of the people who are doing that are not mentally okay. Okay, you will see that usually they have manifesto and stuff like that. It means that when someone does something like that, when someone does something like that, it's intentional. And unfortunately in America, it looks like people have easy access to guns, I think. I don't know what it means. And he brings again this discussion about it. But does that mean that people have no right to protect or defend themselves? I don't know. But don't tell me that because of gun, because of him, because of his opinion, he promotes gun violence, because there are still crimes everywhere. I don't think that there is Second Amendment in the part of everywhere in the world, but still you have crimes, and people are still trying to solve crimes. You have still people who are individuals who are dangerous. You cannot control it. It means that the crime comes from the mind. The person commit crime have already prepared that in the head and is going to execute it. It's not the Charlie Kirk talking in his, I don't know, in his speech who promoted. I don't think so. It would be hypocrite to say that, because if you can agree with pro-choice, which is also okay when you kill an unborn baby, which is even worse, because the unborn baby didn't even have a chance to live. It didn't even ask to come to earth, to this world, sorry. And you see the video of babies who are going through the process of abortion. I mean, you cry, you weep. I mean, you sob, everything. Because even in the womb of the mother, the baby knows what is surviving, what it means to survive. He's fighting for his life. The baby is fighting for his life in the womb. When they do the abortion stuff, I'm telling you, it's horrible. So when the woman is doing that, just for fun, just because she wants to please a man who tell her, oh, I don't want a baby. When she knew that she went to sleep, she went to open her legs to do the stuff. When the man dropped his pants to do the stuff, intentionally. He knew that this is the consequences of having sex, but you're still going to do it anyway. You have protection, you get pregnant, okay, and then you say no, because your responsibility, you prefer to execute, because it's an execution, and the baby cannot even say oh, it cannot even talk. You have to go through that, and this is not violence. This is not a crime. I don't know. You tell me. You really tell me, because there is so much hypocrisy in it. And when I see how people talk, sometimes people are so hypocrite nowadays. But the way they will judge you is like they're a god, and I'm sick of it, because the free speech, people fight for free speech. And when I see today people want to shut you down when you have your opinion doesn't affect you personally. My opinion doesn't affect you personally. If you went to school, they taught you that my freedom, but in French, it's like they say, my freedom is limit when your freedom starts. So there is a limit. It means that what I say shouldn't affect you. So if it affects you, maybe it means something about you that you know is wrong. Because why me? And I don't understand all this. So you tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but I try to analyze his word, and still for someone to come and tell me that he deserves it, something is definitely wrong with you. Something is definitely, even when you see people who are criminal, even when you see them going through capital murder, when they put the video, you still have the humanity to say, oh my God, a human being is dead. That's how you know that the Charlie Kirk stuff that people are happy. There is more thing behind that. There is something spiritual behind their happiness. Okay, and I will show you how this world is messed up, because when you have it and you see that people, okay?
Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated.
Pastors, black pastors,
seeing the flags of the United States of America at half staff.
They were for 9/11,
calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life.
Pastor, you have the proof of what you are saying. You see? A church like that, someone speaking is a pastor, someone speaking like that, a bad master, I'm gone. You can speak, you can spew your hate. Me, I pack my stuff of the church. I'm gone. You never see me in your church again. There's something about me that I've learned early in my years, because my father was in political activism. I learned early in my age to not be a stupid follower. Okay, I've been in situations to people want me to agree in some nonsense, and black people, we in general, we have this talent to always move in the racism, the racial situation. But that's because people say, oh, Donald Trump has divided the country. It's not true. It was there alone. It was there way before him. But he put the light on in, so people on it, and then you saw it, okay? Because I remember my first month in America, I mean the second month, or the first month, the second month, I was going to the English school in Washington, D.C., okay? And I have one of my English teacher who wanted me to hate Donald Trump. That was way before. That was at the time where Barack Obama was campaigning, presidential campaign, was campaigning to become that was his first mandate campaign. He wasn't president yet. When I tell you that the devil can see ahead of time, people say, the devil knows ahead of time. Donald Trump didn't even make any statement that he wanted to enter into politics. Maybe he was networking with politicians, I don't know. But at the time, no. But the way, when we went there, the way they were talking about Donald Trump, like, because every morning, in Washington, they have this free newspaper, and I like to read the news. Like I said earlier, I was reading, And there was an article about Donald Trump at the time. And international students, we didn't speak English very well, but we were learning because we want to learn. In the class, we were all from different countries and different continents. So in my classroom, we were maybe that month we were maybe not more than 10 students in the classroom. So we were not. So the teacher made a joke on Donald Trump at the time, and everybody was laughing. Oh, they were making fun of them without even understanding. I think because it was the trend at the time that Donald Trump, they were trending to make fun of him at the time, and he wasn't even in politics at the time. And I saw them all, and I was sitting quietly. I saw how it was happening. The division was there a long time ago, okay? And for me, I was sitting here. I think I was the only African in my classroom, but no, we are two African. We were two Africans, yeah, African. And I was sitting there, and then everybody was trying to be interested by agreeing with the teacher. And then when they finished doing the movement, the laugh and the joke and everything, making fun of Donald Trump, even those who didn't even really know who Donald Trump was, when the class was quiet, he was about to keep going for the class, for the teaching, I said, but I like Donald Trump. When I said that, the class was quiet. They all looked at me shocked. The teacher himself, he was like, what did you say? I say, I like Donald Trump. And then he said, what do you like about him? I saw the desire to really make me feel like you are wrong. You need to change that way to thinking. But he was with the wrong person, because I've learned early in my age that I should have conviction and I should think for myself on myself. So he was saying, what do you like about Donald Trump? No. I say, I think he can be a good leader with time. We never know what can happen. He wasn't in the politics at the time. I just say that. Then he told me, what you see, he just is a loser. He said, yeah, but he still have a business. And he still running a business that people know. I mean, we have known Donald Trump for a long time. I know Donald Trump is an American. I knew him since and I read a little bit about his story. He said, and then I saw, because as he was trying to, pressure me to feel like I was wrong, I was still standing my way. I said, no, I like Donald Trump. And then came the part where he was now starting to make fun of his physical appearance. That's when I knew that he has no more argument. And I was standing my way. I say, okay, oh yeah. And then he went to make fun of his hair. And I say, what's wrong with his hair? Oh, he don't know that his hair are fake. I say, it's okay, it fits. I told him, it's okay, it fits him well. Really? I say, yes. And then he was like, his hair are fake, he looks ridiculous. You see, when you like argument, because you want the person to hate with you. I say, no, actually, it doesn't define him. Actually, I think he looks good with his hair. Bam. And the debate was over. I felt like he was really offended. I don't care. You cannot tell me how to think. You cannot tell me what to think. And at the time, I'm telling you, at the time, it was the time of presidential campaign. When Barack Obama wasn't president at the time yet. Okay? This is the people. The liberals. The left. Yes. Yes. I only opened my eyes later at Barack Obama's second mandate, when I realized that the left is not good. The more you listen to some people of the left, or the liberal, especially those who are encouraging the racism situation, they are more dangerous than you think. Okay? Because at some point, because I never hate Donald Trump, to be honest, I didn't know why people were hating him. I tried to use my brain to think. Say, what is it that this people? Because if I have a YouTube channel in French, and in my YouTube channel I was talking about the news in America, but in French. This is the first time I'm doing it in my English, because in my English channel I try to talk about philosophy and stuff like that. But then I start talking about the news a little bit. I've never understood this hate about the men, And one day I thought, I said, no, it doesn't make any sense. There's something else happening there. Something else. There is something else. And I talked about the clash. At the time I was talking about Megyn Kelly, all these in French, of course. And then later on I decided, okay, I will open the English channel, but I was not talking about politics at all, because I don't like politics, obviously. But I'm just curious, because I grew up in this environment, like I said earlier. And America was divided way before Donald Trump, okay? And no, I didn't change my mind about it, but I didn't know why. I wasn't a Trump supporter at all. I mean, Trump didn't even exist in. That's why you know that the devil see ahead of time, okay? And then I went because, yeah, if I support Barack Obama at the time, it's because I was black. This is the truth. I have to be honest. But in my case, I was in high school. I think my last year or the year before my last year in high school, I fell into a political magazine, of African politic magazine. In that magazine, you have different politics of the world. From Africa, you have other sections, the main thing that happened in politics. You have in Europe, everything that happened in politics in Europe, for example. The men, not everywhere, but some part that have been, moving the world. And then you have in America. And at the time, it was, I think, they had an article. And on the article, you saw the big, it was a picture, like a big picture. And you saw the Capitol, okay? The Capitol. And then you see the stairs. And they put, and they had Hillary Clinton in big plan, like she was standing like that. And she was smiling. And the big Capitol behind her. She was in the main, that they were focusing on her. And at the time, I think she was senator. I think she was maybe New York senator, I don't remember, because I don't know American politics or not. But I think she was senator. Maybe New York senator, I think, I don't know. And right behind her, there was a man in a very small, plane behind her. No, I don't know how to say that in English. Sorry, I don't have the word in English. But it was a small behind her, a black man, like skinny like that. And they say, they put his name, Barack Obama, Senator of Illinois. I remember that I was in high school. What did I know about American politics? Nothing. The only person who was watching the American politics was my father. Obviously, because he was an activist. When you are a political activist, you tend to read, to follow what is happening in the world, especially in politics. But I was not even at home. I was outside with my cousin, and I saw this magazine, and for some reason, I was just reading, and they say, they talk about him a little bit, but we're talking about Hillary Clinton as if she should be the next main political figure in the years to come. Like, for sure, I think the person who was writing this article was saying that Hillary Clinton maybe some days will become the main political figure, like maybe president. We don't know. Okay, I say it was before, like that. I was in high school. I don't know when it was. I was in high school, but something caught my attention was the black man behind her. And I even talked to my cousin, and I said, the man you see on the back here of Hillary Clinton, I didn't know politics, but I was convinced when I saw, when I read. I was in high school in my country. What did I know? Years later, I have no idea we go to America, and God allowed me to witness it. That's why I was supporting him. Maybe because he was black, but because I remember that I saw in that magazine that man, it happened, and I watched it. And it was like, but I have to admit that as a black person, we tend to favor the race. But later on, as I saw that there is a political party and some people who actually really milk or maximize on it and twist things with the racial card, that's when, with my common sense, I realized that it is something else. So, talking about talking about Charlie Kirk death, I think it's a shame. It doesn't make America looks good. The world is talking about it. When Don Lemon said nobody knew him, it's completely false. People knew him. People say he was racist, it's completely false. It's taken out of context as usual. Church like that, I will not attend church like that at all. Church like that, never. And I think black people are really racist. The man who told me that one day, you are the more racist, it's true. More and more, I agree with this person. Black people are very divisive and very racist. It's true. I saw a video of a woman who were viral. She took time to take a video to kind of troll, I don't know how you say it in English, white women. Oh, white women, you are no longer the standard of beauty, but who cares? They don't even care about you. White women, they live their life, you know. Insecurity is you making video and trashing or trolling another woman, another race. What do you gain by that? White women have never asked you if you care. They live in the life. Who are the ones who make more makeup? Black women. Who are the ones who are more artificial? Black women. We are more artificial than white women. You don't see them making video like it's just ridiculous. They enjoy their life. What they do more of volunteering. They take time to volunteer. You see them, they volunteer more. They travel. They make their life. It's not their fault if their brothers celebrate them. If our brother don't celebrate us, what do you want us to? What do you want them to do? They celebrate their wife. They celebrate their sister on magazine. You see, oh, she's beautiful. Sometimes you look at the person and say, oh, there's nothing special. Not because they have learned to celebrate their beauties. Oh, they know how to celebrate their beauties. They know how to say, my wife is beautiful. My mom is beautiful. They know how to do it. I don't know. We can work on our trauma. It's just too much. You take a time to... The black community is very divisive. The black community is very racist. I saw, again, a clash between black American and African. It keeps going. It keeps going on. It's sad. It's sad. But what can I say? No, that man didn't deserve to die like that. I don't know what is happiness about celebrating the death of someone. You are more than, you are demonicus. You are demonicus. I don't know how it is today, but thank you because it reveals so much about people. And I hope they will find who really did the